Today we are going to start with lesson 2D. So please, I want you to open your student's book on page 22, and I want you to read these sentences, please. Since now you have only 3 minutes to put the words in the correct orders to make the sentences correct. Okay? So we have home day after I party came. So what's the correct sentence here? Write the 5 sentences in a post-it. Remember, you only have 5 minutes to do this exercise, okay? So take your 3 minutes, and after this time, please check your sentences. And we have, I came home after the party. They were skiing in the mountains at 2 p.m. We went diving in the sea on holiday. You were running and listening to music, and she climbed a mountain last year. As you can see, we have some sentences in past simple and some sentences in the past continuous form. That's what we are going to check today. We are going to check the contrast with the past simple and the past continuous, okay? So if you don't have any problems with these sentences, remember that you have to write them in a post-it here in the page. We have a little paragraph, and it says, a cold wind was blowing and large dark clouds were moving across the sky. 100 meters from the cliffs, the boat was racing and falling with the waves. Harry took off his jacket and his jeans and put them behind a rock. Then he climbed down into the water and began to swim. As he was getting near the boat, he heard a shout. He held his breath and dived under the waves. As you can see, you have some sentences in past continuous and you have another with past simple. I want you to underline all the sentences that you can find in the past simple form. For example, took off. Sorry for my lines. And I want you to circle with a different color the sentences that you can find in past continuous form. For example, was blowing, was racing, was falling, okay, were moving. I have here another in past simple, climbed down, began to swim, okay, held his breath. Okay, so please circle those that are in the past continuous and underline those that are in the past simple form. Okay, so as you have finished, I want you to answer this question. Where is Harry at the start of the paragraph? Can you tell me? Where is Harry? Can you tell me that? What's the answer? Maybe he was standing on the boat, or you can say he was in the boat. That's right. And where is he at the end? He was diving, or he was in the sea. He was under the sea, maybe. Okay, that's the two difference. First, he was in the boat, and then he says he climbed down into the water, so he was in the sea. Now, please check the Learn This box, and it says, learned this. Contrast the past simple and past continuous. A. We use the past simple for a sequence. For a sequence or events in the past. The events happened one after another. We had lunch, then we put on our coats and left. For example, it's something here like if you order the event. Primero fui, hice, después realicé, etc. Okay, a sequence of events. That's something where we can use a past simple form. B, we use the past continuous to describe a scene in the past. The events were in progress at the same time. It was raining. People were wearing raincoats and carrying umbrellas. For example, it's something similar like a longer action. When we talk about the rain, it doesn't fall the rain and that's all. It is still raining, dura, el periodo de lluvia es largo, entonces, ¿qué decimos? Esa acción es larga, it was raining, okay? If you remember, in the first video that I sent you to explain you the past continuous, there are several examples about this, okay? If you don't remember, please check them again. We use the past simple and past continuous together for a single event that interrupted a longer event in the past. Un evento interrumpe a otro, ¿ok? El evento largo, por ejemplo, I was taking a shower when my mom rang. Me estaba bañando, estaba tomando un baño cuando mi mamá llamó, ¿ok? So, the phone call was the short event and I wrote when she phoned in past simple. I was having a shower, that was the longer event, and I wrote that sentence in the past continuous because it's the longer event, okay? And here you have the example. As I was getting dressed, my friend phoned. Here is the interruption, and this is the longer event, right? Now it says, match the sentences 1 to 5 from the extract 1 with rules A to C. So, where are the sentences? A cold wind was blowing and large dark clouds were moving across the sky. ¿Qué sería? A, B, or C? Let's check your answers, okay? B, that's right, okay? B. Second, 100 meters from the cliffs, the boat was racing and falling with waves. What's the rule? B, the same. Number 3, Harry took up his jacket and his jeans and put them behind a rock. What's the answer there? A, that's right. And 4, then he climbed down into the water and began to swim. What's the rule here? A. 5, as he was getting near the boat, he heard a shout. So it's rule C. And the last one, he held his breath and dived under the waves. The rule is letter A, okay? Now for the next exercise, it says complete the sentences, use the past continuous or past simple form of the verbs in brackets. I want you to read the sentences and you have to complete it with the verbs in here. While he was listening to their argument, the boat was engines started. Una palabra clave, chicos, para usar pasado continuo es while. Mientras ellos estaban durmiendo, mientras ellos estaban comiendo, while he was listening, mientras él estaba escuchando, okay, someone fell into the water and Harry realized who it was and jumped into. Remember that you have to answer the exercise first and then you can check your answers with my answers, right? Still underwater, he swam close to the boat, then came up silently, and 3 people was arguing loudly. Si se fijan, estos dos es como una secuencia de eventos, right? Now, D. The boat began to move away as he was deciding what to do. He heard the scream. And E, before they started moving, Harry quickly climbed onto the back of the boat and hit. Okay? Now please, everybody, check your answers. Remember that you have to answer your exercise before you check the answers, right? Okay, so that's all for this video. I'm going to send you the next video for the next exercise.